Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Have you ever gotten stuck? There's all sorts of ways to get stuck in traffic. One thing that I remember, we had a dog, her name was Ginger. She was an Irish setter, she was real thin, and this one day she wanted to run upstairs in the house and in our front hall, and there was a staircase that went up and there's a banister with like the spokes or whatever you call them, and she hits the bench and she goes between the spokes and she gets her chest through, but then it catches on her hips, and then when she exhales or breathes in, whatever, she didn't fit out. We thought we were going to have to break the spokes to get her out, and she was freaking out. Now, people get stuck. I read the story from my good friend Max Lucado in this book right here, You Are Never Alone by Max Lucado. And I say good friend because when I finish this, I will have finished all of his books, and I know that he has read all of my books. Actually, he's ahead of me because you get the point. So anyway, he tells a story about Timothy Cipriani. He had a pretty simple idea. He wanted to break into this pizza place, and he was going to rob the cash register. So he's going to go in through the ventilation duct, rob the cash register, and get out of there. But maybe, just maybe, he'd been eating too much pizza, so he got stuck. And so the plan completely backfired. And so he was dangling over the deep fryer, okay, legs hanging out of the ceiling, screaming for help. It took the police a half hour to get there to save him. Not a really good plan. But you know, a lot of us get stuck and we get into ruts. We just get into ruts. I could say that again and again, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Jesus encountered someone like that. Full credit to Max here. He talks about how many times he's prayed with people in the hospital. And I've prayed with people in the hospital a lot. And I often ask, how would you like me to pray? And there's a reason for that, and if they say however you want to, then I pray however I want to. But I've never asked someone, would you like to get well? But Jesus did. I mean, that's really kind of an odd question, right? Would you like to get well? I mean, the assumption would be that the person in the hospital would like to get well. But maybe not. So there's a reason why Jesus, he asked this one man that, he said, would you like to get well? And the guy says, see, he was outside the pool of Bethesda, and he wanted to get in the waters, thinking that the angel stirred the water, they need to get healed. But he said, I can't, sir, for I have no one to put me in the pool when the water bubbles up. Someone always gets there ahead of me. He's been paralyzed for 38 years. He's been waiting to get in the water for 38 years. And so Max raises some good questions, really. No one will help you. Someone will always get in ahead of you. In 38 years, you couldn't inch your way down to the edge of the pool and just kind of roll in. Persuade someone to give you a hand. 38 years and absolutely zero progress. But that was the case. Perhaps what Jesus is really asking is the same thing you'd ask us. Do you really want to get well? So what's your thing? Maybe it's, do you want to get solvent? Do you want to get your act together financially? Do you want to get educated? Do you want to get better? Do you want to get in better shape? Do you want to get over your past? Do you want to get over your upbringing? Do you want to be happier? Do you want to get sober? Whatever it is, do you really want that? Because we do have a choice in the matter. I used to have an associate who worked with me in the city. His name was Joey Fessler. And I always got a kick out of it because church gatherings, a lot of time there's food. If there's fellowship, what it really means is there's food. And we're at a gathering, it was a Lake Point Tower, it was a Christmas thing, and tons of food. And what do people say when they go through a buffet line? Oh, I really shouldn't, and then they put the stuff on their plate. I learned it. I remember saying one time, oh, I really shouldn't. Joey just looks at you, total deadpan, then don't. If you know you shouldn't, don't. Be a part of the change you want to have happen in your life. This man gets challenged by Jesus, and Jesus makes him well. Jesus can do it, but he does ask us, do you want to get well? Sometimes we have to listen to Joey Fessler because, oh, I really shouldn't. Well, then just don't. Or it might be do. But we can get better if we trust God to help us and to see us through, but we have some choices to make. God bless you. Have a great day.